Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Monty speaking to you from the flight deck. We are currently preparing for takeoff and expect to be in the air in approximately 7 minutes' time. We ask that you please take your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Electronic devices should only be used to take selfies and upload to social media. Don't forget to tag us on Instagram using hashtag #TTGB17. The temperature on arrival is guaranteed a lot better than Melbourne. We expect a smooth journey with some turbulence in the form of laughter, great company and good food. We expect it to be raining lots of donations. Thank you for choosing to fly with us. We hope your journey is an enjoyable one. Cabin crew, please arm doors and cross-check.
While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the ballot bidding form on your seats. All purchases will go a long way to helping our cause. Raffle tickets are also located on your table inside an envelope. Tickets are $20 each or 3 for $50. Make sure you're in the draw to win a luxury tropical holiday. We will also be conducting a special luggage tag draw tonight. Purchase a luggage tag for $100 and you will go into the draw to win a 14-day Vietnam and Cambodian experience. All expenses paid. There are only 100 luggage tags available, so don't miss out. Ladies and gentlemen, please make yourselves comfortable as we prepare for takeoff. We wish you an enjoyable flight.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have commenced our descent into Alice Springs. Let's take a moment to pay our respects and acknowledge the traditional owners of this great land.
From the dusty red soil plains, I am the ancient heart, the keeper of the flames. I stood upon the rocky shore, I watched the tall ships come. For 40,000 years I've been the first Australian.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for the evening, Jamila Rizvi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The Turi Trust was established in 2010, the charitable arm of Turi Foods, and this gala ball that you're at this evening is their premier fundraising event. And over the past 6 years, this event has raised and donated more than $1 million to various charitable projects here in Australia. Charity begins at home, but of course it extends overseas, particularly to those nations who aren't as well off as Australia, which is why I'm so proud to be involved this evening and to see the Turi Trust for the first time expanding its giving internationally. A quarter of the Australian population was born overseas. Half of us have a parent who was born overseas. So to be an Australian is to be a child of the world. And Turi Foods employees certainly are children of the world. They represent more than 50 different ethnic backgrounds. And many of those employees have a strong desire to give back to their communities here at home and, of course, abroad. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. And I think it's about time that we heard from our wonderful hosts for this evening's event. And I would like to introduce the CEO of Turi Foods, Mr. Chris Turner. Please put your hands together for Chris.
So it's very important for the Turi Trust that we recognise our employee groups and we assist children close to their hearts, no matter where they're located. So we have a plan for the year to come to increase our employee engagement and giving. We're currently above the national average in terms of giving and engagement for companies with similar types of charity arms. But we want to set a new benchmark and we want to encourage more of our employees to gain the joy of giving and the joy of volunteering. So this is our 2018 challenge and commitment to grow and making a difference mantra be bigger than it ever has been. So I'd like to ask Pina to come up, Pina, our chair of the Turi Trust, to say a few words. Thank you.
This tribute to Australia's Indigenous beginnings reminds us that whilst we have advanced in society, there are many communities living in outback Australia, and as you will soon see, around the world, who still struggle to have their basic needs met. So tonight we celebrate the cultural diversity that makes up Turi foods, by paying a visit to the couple of countries they represent. Their desire to give back to their home place has become our mission and the purpose of this journey. We wanted to have a real and direct impact on the ground. We wanted to leave our unique footprint. Also travelling to meet us was the beautiful Amanda Liddell, a long-time friend of Turi Foods. Amanda introduced us to some key community leaders who she has established to be worthy and reliable. Together, we have identified projects which can have a sustainable and long-lasting positive effect on their communities. One of the projects is to establish a small chicken growing operation which will provide for and sustain a school. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. I do hope you continue to enjoy the journey, and we can't thank you enough for choosing to fly with us. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Monty here once again from the flight deck. We hope you're enjoying your journey so far. We're approaching Hyderabad in India for a brief stopover. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have commenced our descent into Phnom Penh, Cambodia, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for coming along on this journey. It has indeed been a pleasure to have you on board.
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Every child in this world has the right to food, a warm bed, an education, and basic health and hygiene. Our trip to Cambodia with Amanda has inspired us to want to do more. Project Overseas, in partnership with the Aim or Key project, has plans to leave a footprint on the ground in Cambodia in a way that is meaningful, sustainable, and long-lasting. Will you be coming along with us on this journey?
Here we are again, and after watching that, well, I think a few of us understand the importance of being here this evening to socialise, to wine and dine, but more importantly, to be a part of the change. Let's start it off at a measly but modest $500. Put those hands up. I saw that big one there at 500, but I'll take your 1,000. 1,000 now, 1,000 at 1,500, at 1,500, 2 anywhere, 2 I've got now. 2,500 now, 26. Oh, we're down $100 bids. Now, at 27 and make it 28. 28 now, at 28 and 29. Thank you. 2 and 3 at the back. I've got $3,000 now. At $3,000 right at the back, let's make it 4 anywhere in the room. That moves swiftly. 4,000. I'm waving at you too, buddy. 4,500 now. Sir, come back into 5 if you will. 4,500's a bid. 5,000. Well done. 5 is the bid now. Sold. Well done. Sold. Well done, sir. Sold. 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 Well done, everybody. I thank you so much for your attention. As always, have a wonderful evening. Be safe, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Thank you.
Hey, jumbo, jumbo, way to party, oh, we go. Oh, jambola, jumbolite, sente moya. Hey, jumbo, jumbo. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're gonna have a party, yeah. All night long, all night, all night, all night, all night.
Now please welcome Pina back to the stage, the chair of the Turi Trust, to present the cheques to our 5 charities.
It doesn't matter how you've contributed, whether it's big or small. What matters is that collectively the result will change lives, and we should all be proud to have been a part of it. And it's important for us to support the hospitals that are in the areas that our employees work and live. So we would like to donate $10,000 to Barwon Health for the purchase of rehabilitation equipment for children and adolescents recovering from cancer treatment and acquired brain injuries. I would like to invite Jane Dowling, representing Barwon Health, to make her way to the front of the stage. And I'd also like to invite Wayne Jackson to come forward. Now, Wayne retired last year, and he was our longest-serving employee of 42 years in the same plant. So during that time, not only was he our HR manager, but he was a founding member of the Turi Trust. And Wayne has worked closely with the Geelong community, and in particular, the Geelong Hospital. In 2016, the Northern Health Foundation launched a campaign to build emergency accommodation for the families of patients who need to travel great distances to access the Northern Hospital. The campaign has been a huge success, with the first and second houses well on their way. The Turi Trust would like to contribute towards the building of the children's playgrounds in these houses with a donation of $10,000. I'd like to invite Mr. Ryan Brown, Director of Public Relations, to the front of the stage. And the cheque will be presented by our CEO, Chris Turner. The Turi Trust would like to contribute $12,000 towards a healthy living program which aims to stop the spread of preventable diseases. We are delighted to be a friend of Red Dust and hope to continue our support into the future. Please welcome Nina Braid, Engagement and Funding Manager of Red Dust Role Models, to the front of the stage to accept a cheque from Christine Aldaev. Our next stop was in Hyderabad, India. Nestled in one of the small streets is the Shalom Cathedral School, a school located on the rooftop of a community church. This is a very basic school with small classrooms separated by cement and asbestos walls, without bathroom facilities that we would consider to be adequate. I recently met with Pastor Branham. He and his wife run the church and school, which caters for 254 children. They have 2 sons who have recently graduated as doctors. As missionaries, their aim is to convert part of the church into a medical centre to provide care for the members of the community who cannot afford it. They need to purchase an ambulance to transport patients to hospital, and they can also hire out this ambulance to other services, which will then give them proceeds that they can put towards the school. I would like to invite Mrs. Connie Barcelona, who introduced us to Pastor Branham, to make her way to the front of the stage to accept a cheque for $15,000 to go towards the purchase of the ambulance and some equipment for the medical centre. And the cheque will be presented by Jackie Rivas. It is now my great pleasure to invite Sam and Marie Kateri, founders of Turi Foods, to the front of the stage to present a cheque to Amanda Liddell, who will accept it on all of the behalf of Project Overseas and everyone here tonight. So the cheque, for anyone who can't see it, is for $100,000. It's been an absolute pleasure to travel with you on this journey. The ride doesn't stop here though. We have a lot of work to do. So until next time, I'd like to invite Amanda to the stage to say a few words.
Sam and Maria and Massimo, you must be enormously proud of Pina, because I certainly am, and I'm very blessed to call her my friend. And so I just want to say thank you. I'm totally overwhelmed, and just to let anyone know that it's all about a ripple effect, and it's one day at a time, and anyone can do something like this. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, I'm gonna take a little song. Now, uptown, I funk you up. Uptown, I funk you up. I said, uptown, I funk you up. Uptown, I funk you up. I said, uptown, I funk you up. Uptown, I funk you up. I said, uptown, I funk you up. Uptown, I funk you up. Dance, jump on it. You're sexy and lonely. If you freak it on it, don't brag about it. Just show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you're sexy and lonely, listen it out and we hit the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Oh, yeah. I'm getting hits up. Yeah. Don't believe it, just watch. Yeah. Don't believe it, just watch. 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 Yeah.